The rain hammered against the apartment window, a relentless drumbeat that matched the pounding in Sarah's chest. She stood frozen in the doorway, her keys dangling from one hand, her phone in the other, its screen glowing with a single message that shattered her world. "I saw him with her tonight. I'm so sorry." The words burned into her mind, sent from an unknown number just minutes ago. Her husband, David, was supposed to be at a late meeting, not with another woman. The apartment was dark, save for the faint glow of a lamp in the living room. She stepped inside, her wet shoes squeaking on the hardwood, and called his name. No answer. Her heart raced as she moved toward the bedroom, half expecting to find him there, half dreading what she might see. The bed was empty, neatly made, but something caught her eye. A faint trace of perfume lingered in the air, floral and unfamiliar. She didn't wear perfume like that. Her stomach twisted. Was it true? Had David, the man she'd loved for 7 years, betrayed her? Sarah sank onto the edge of the bed, her mind spiraling. They'd met in college, two dreamers sharing late-night coffee and big plans. David was charming, ambitious, the kind of man who made you feel like you were the only person in the room. They'd built a life together, weekend hikes, cozy movie nights, a mortgage on this very apartment. But lately, he'd been distant. Longer hours at the office, vague excuses, a coldness in his touch. She'd chalked it up to stress, to his new promotion, but now that text message cast every moment in a new light. She opened her phone again, rereading the words, searching for clues. Who sent it? Why now? Her thumb hovered over David's number, but instead, she scrolled to the unknown contact and typed, "Who is this? What did you see?" She hit send, her breath catching as the message delivered. The rain outside grew louder, and Sarah paced the apartment, her thoughts a jumble of anger and fear. She checked the closet, rifling through David's suits, looking for anything, a receipt, a note, a sign. Nothing. Then, in the pocket of his favorite jacket, her fingers brushed against a small, folded piece of paper. Her hands trembled as she unfolded it, a cocktail napkin from a downtown bar, with a phone number scrawled in red ink and a name, Lila. Sarah's blood ran cold. She didn't know any Lila. Her mind raced, picturing a faceless woman, laughing with David, touching his arm, stealing him away. She dialed the number on the napkin before she could stop herself. It rang once, twice, then a soft, cheerful voice answered, "Hello?" Sarah's throat tightened. "Who is this?" she demanded. The woman paused, then said, "Lila." "Who's this?" Sarah's voice shook. "I'm David's wife." The line went silent for a moment, and then Lila let out a small, nervous laugh. "Oh, God, this is a misunderstanding. I'm David's co-worker. We were at a team happy hour last week. He gave me his number for a project we're working on. That's all." Sarah's grip on the phone tightened. "Then why is your number on a cocktail napkin in his pocket?" Lila hesitated, her tone less certain now. I don't know. Maybe he wrote it down when we were talking? Look, I swear, there's nothing going on. David talks about you all the time." Sarah wanted to believe her, but the perfume, the text, the distance, it all added up to something darker. "If you're lying," she said, her voice low, "I'll find out." She hung up, her hands shaking. Just then, the front door creaked open. David's voice called out, "Sarah? You home?" She froze, her heart pounding as his footsteps approached. He appeared in the bedroom doorway, his hair damp from the rain, his tie loosened. He smiled, but it faltered when he saw her face. "What's wrong?" he asked, stepping closer. Sarah held up the napkin, her voice steady despite the storm inside her. "Who's Lila, David? And why did someone text me that they saw you with another woman tonight?" His eyes widened, and for a split second, she saw something flicker across his face. Guilt? Fear? He recovered quickly, shaking his head. "Lila's just a co-worker. That napkin's from a work thing." And I was at the office all night, Sarah. You know that. Who sent you that text? She searched his face for a lie, but he looked so earnest, so much like the man she'd married. Show me your phone, she said. David hesitated, just a moment too long, and her heart sank. He pulled it from his pocket, unlocked it, and handed it over. She scrolled through his messages, her fingers trembling. There, buried in a thread with a contact labeled work, was a message from tonight. Meet me at the bar, 8 p.m. The reply, can't tonight? Rain check? No name, just a number. Sarah's eyes flicked to the napkin. It matched. Who's this? She asked, holding up the phone. David's face paled. It's Lila. But it's not what you think. We were just planning a work thing. She's been helping with a big pitch. Sarah's voice cracked. Then why hide it? Why the bar? Why the perfume in our bedroom? David's mouth opened, but no words came out. The truth unraveled in the silence. David admitted there had been moments, late nights at the office, drinks after work, a connection with Lila that had grown too close. It never went physical, he swore, his voice breaking. I stopped it before it could. I love you, Sarah. I messed up, but I didn't cheat. She stared at him, the man she thought she knew, and felt a chasm open between them. Trust, once broken, wasn't easily rebuilt. She thought of the text, the unknown sender. Maybe it was Lila, trying to stir trouble. Maybe it was someone else, watching from the shadows. It didn't matter. The damage was done. Sarah told David to sleep on the couch that night. As the rain slowed to a drizzle, she sat by the window, replaying their life together. She didn't know if she could forgive him, didn't know if love was enough to mend what had cracked. But she knew one thing. She deserved the truth, and she'd find it, no matter what it cost. The phone buzzed beside her, another message from the unknown number. Check his car. Sarah's breath caught. The story wasn't over yet.